Now let's see how we can find the zeros of a quadratic polynomial. Consider the quadratic polynomial x squared plus 5x plus 6. A quadratic polynomial is a polynomial with degree 2. In the previous videos, we have seen how we can find the zeros of a first-degree polynomial of the form ax plus b. Remember, the zero of a polynomial is a number which, when substituted in place of x, gives us the value of the polynomial as 0. For this general form, we got the value of x as minus b by a. But how do we find the zeros of such polynomials? Let's write this down in factorized form. X squared plus 5x plus 6 equals x plus 2 multiplied by x plus 3. These are the two factors of this polynomial. We will see why we wrote it down in factorized form. The polynomial is written as p of x equal to x squared plus 5x plus 6. Here, the degree is equal to 2, and the number of zeros of a polynomial is generally equal to the degree. Hence, we should have 2 zeros. We can directly say that minus 2 and minus 3 are zeros of p of x. But how could we directly write the 2 zeros? We just wrote the opposite of these two numbers. Here we had plus 2 and plus 3, and we wrote the zeros as minus 2 and minus 3. These two values are such that when substituted in place of x, will make this entire polynomial 0. But why did we write the zeros as minus 2 and minus 3? To find zeros, we need to have the value of the polynomial equal to 0, which means x squared plus 5x plus 6 has to be equal to 0. It means x plus 2 multiplied by x plus 3 equals 0. This is just the factorized form. Whenever the product of two terms equals 0, it means either one of them is 0 or both are 0. 3 multiplied by 0 equals 0. Even 0 multiplied by 5 equals 0. To get a 0, one of the numbers has to be 0. So we can say that x plus 2 equals 0 or x plus 3 equals 0. Solving these equations, we get x equal to minus 2 or x equal to minus 3. This is how we got the zeros of the polynomial. Try substituting minus 2 or minus 3 in place of x and you will get a 0. So we can say that if minus 2 and minus 3 are zeros of the polynomial, then x plus 2 and x plus 3 are the factors of the polynomial. There are two things we can conclude here. First, if you factorize the polynomial, you can tell the zeros. Here, we factorized the polynomial and then found the zeros. And the second point is interesting. If we are given the zeros, we can find the factors. If you're given that the zeros are minus 2 and minus 3, you can directly write the factors as x plus 2 and x plus 3. But can we find the zeros without factorization? Do we have a formulae for the zeros of a quadratic polynomial? Yes, we do, but we will see that in the coming videos. But the most important thing is to understand what the zero of a polynomial means. Remember, it is the value which, when substituted in place of the variable, makes the value of the polynomial 0.